From Belgium to United Kingdom, Lammens is in at Carrington and he has flown in and is undergoing his medical. Welcome to the United Matters channel. Hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Rock and David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. The fourth signing of Manchester United is undergoing its medical down at Carrington, and that is Lammens in there for you. We obviously got this story from Sky Sports and they've told us that he has landed and is really undergoing his medical. Antony to Rio Betis, it's a here we go. I'm obviously going to be bringing you the terms that Manchester United have gone ahead to set to see to it that this deal really doesn't go anywhere bad, and see to it that they obviously at least try to recap back their 100 million euros that they spent on Jordan Sancho. Remember, this deal had broken and a statement was put out by the side of Rio Betis in the public domain that it had collapsed and they're not willing to obviously get back. But United, we are really working tooth and nail to see to it that obviously offload those players that the manager of Manchester United, Ruben Amorim, isn't interested in. Let's see close to 300 likes match in this video, and let's wait and see how the rest of the deadline transfers will obviously go in, whether Man United will obviously aim higher to obviously try and really get in something different as they obviously try to bring in other players into the mix. So the Sky Sports has told us the following, that Senne Lammens is undergoing his medical at Manchester United's training ground Carrington this afternoon. United have agreed a deal for Royal Antwerp for the Royal Antwerp goalkeeper for around £18.2 million plus add-ons. Now, the medical, you know what it's all about. One, they work onto what we call your mental health. And the first part of the medical that they obviously run that really takes a lot of time, it's all about your body parts, especially the inner, the heart, the lungs, the kidney, the liver, they have to test all your body organs. From testing all your body organs, they obviously get to the outer parts of your body, the ankles, the hands, the joints, the hamstrings, the crescent muscles, the thighs, everything, the anklet, the ankles, they really test everything, the knees and every part of the body. And being a goalkeeper, the hands are really very important. They have to obviously look through your hands and they test you throughout. From there, you obviously go for the mental test. Those are the three medicals that you obviously have to go through, and I'm 100% sure that Lammens is obviously going to be passing the medical, and after passing the medical, he'll find himself in a position of really playing, or passing it, and he will obviously be announced as the player for the club of Manchester United. So, as it stands, the side of Manchester United has gotten in a goalkeeper known as Lammens. As I told you earlier, many thought that it was obviously going to be Emiliano Martinez, as me, I also preferred him. But it looks like it's not obviously going to be him. It's really going to be someone else. And it's Lammens, 23-year-old goalkeeper, Belgian international, coming in through at the club of Manchester United. If you ask me of how many Belgians have going to play for Manchester United, I remember Januzaj is one of those, academy graduate. And the other one was Romelu Lukaku. Any other Belgian that played for Manchester United, and I have not gone ahead to mention his name, feel free to obviously come in through and really tell me about him into the mix. But I tell you, we look forward to seeing him taking the #1 spot for the goalkeeping department of Manchester United. But according to what is happening at Manchester United, I haven't gone ahead to obviously hear any story of any movements for any player. That really worries me a lot. Do you know why? It worries me for a reason that United is obviously going to be having 3 goalkeepers. Beinda and Andre Onana. Now, who of the two will United obviously find themselves really not having or not really wanting? Maybe the summer transfer windows of other leagues might obviously extend a little bit, and United might find out a loan for one of those goalkeepers, or even selling the goalkeepers, as other transfer windows really take some time to obviously close in. But as it stands, we really wait and see the decision that will be taken by the side of Manchester United into the mix for a man known as Lammens. But we wait for Lammens to be in with the decision for the club of Manchester United and see what he's obviously going to be putting onto the table. Now, let's leave Lammens aside. The first big story early this morning, the here we go, that really went ahead to excite very many people. First came in from David Austin. He said, exclusive, Rio Betis reached agreement with Man United to sign Antony on permanent. Rio Betis initially wanted straight loan, but deadlined the deal for 25-year-old winger. 25 million euros package plus 50% sell-on clause, no termination payment to Brazil International by Manchester United. Now, the player is in, and United are really working hard. Even Fabrizio Romano told us that. Antony to Rio Betis, here we go. 22 million euros plus 3 million euros of add-ons to Manchester United. United will have 50% sell-on clause on profit for the future sale. Antony in Sevilla in the next 24 hours for medical, as the deal is done in there for you. That was Fabrizio Romano, who reported the deal at 10:20 a.m. and David Austin reported it at 8:41 a.m. So it shows you that David Austin was the first to obviously break the story, and Antony is gonna be a player for a side known as Rio Betis. But what I've wanted to like about Manchester United is that they've obviously went ahead to obviously bear with the situation of Rio Betis, and they understood that they can only offer 25 million euros. Now, they've gone ahead to put in a very good clause that I really went ahead to love about this deal. Obviously, United have told them 50% sell-on clause of the profit. And obviously, if you are a side known as Rio Betis, you obviously can't hesitate. According to what Antony went ahead obviously offered to you at Rio Betis, last season, there is no way you say no to what offer United is going to put him through, because he played 17 games and he scored 5 goals and 2 assists. And if he really goes ahead to obviously have one more season that is really good, I really anticipate that big teams will obviously come in through, and Rio Betis might find themselves selling a player for like 60 million euros. And 60 million euros, you take off 25 that you pay to Manchester United, obviously hire the services of Antony. The balance will be like 35, and then you share that. United might take 17, and you also take 17 and a half. If he really goes in for 70, 80, then United might find themselves sharing in 20 or 30 million euros. And I know he's going to be shining at Rio Betis because he's obviously going to be the main player at that club. And we all understand how good he went ahead, obviously be welcomed at that side. He even went ahead, obviously get his other recall back at the Brazilian national team because of his very well side that really put out into the mix. So guys, thank you very much for watching through Antony to Rio Betis. It's a here we go, and United have a 50% sell-on clause on the profit after that player will be sold. And I'm 100% sure in the next 2 seasons, Antony will obviously be sold outside there. So we are powered by Legrand Studios and Events, dealers in studio photos, shoots, photography. They obviously go ahead, organize events, and they really have event systems. They really have tents, anything that you would need in a side that really does such business. They are the people to reckon with. Call them on that number and tell them Rokani from United Matters channel really sent me here and I want your services. They'll obviously work on you and you'll come back here and tell me that you gave me the best service provider in as far as photography is really concerned. Rokan David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later. And Lammens is undergoing the United Medical. After passing it, unveiling him is gonna be next. Bye-bye.